I traveled to a foreign country to get pregnant by a complete stranger with no strings attached. I consider it the best decision I ever made.
Honestly, this is something I would do.
What?
It is.
7 years ago, when I was 24 years old, I decided I wanted to have a child while I was still relatively young and energetic. I had a college degree, made $90,000 a year as a marketing analyst, and had been investing in the stock market since high school, so I knew I could afford to take care of my kid. The problem was that I didn't really want to be with a guy. I'd tried the dating thing, but nothing clicked, and besides, I was always too busy to invest in a relationship. At the same time, I wanted a child, someone I would love forever and who would love me forever, and I didn't want to wait until my biological clock started ticking alarmingly. I considered going to a sperm bank. I could afford it, but I've always hated medical environments and thought it would be creepy to have a child with a faceless man. I thought about getting naturally inseminated by a guy I met online, but I didn't want to deal with child custody issues. Finally, I decided that since I'd already planned a 3-week working vacation to a foreign country, I won't say which one for privacy reasons, I might as well try to kill 2 birds with one stone. Long story short, after asking around and paying some people, I found this guy who was willing to sleep with me every night for 3 weeks. Since this country has a low cost of living, he was willing to, quote, do the deed for a few $100s. He spoke okay English and wore a white button-down shirt. So I think he was a college student who wanted some extra spending money. I didn't really expect it to work, but 2 weeks after I got back, I missed my period and discovered that I was pregnant. Yay. Your face. The rest of my pregnancy went really well. My mom was a little shocked at first, but she moved in with me after she got used to the idea of becoming a grandma before the age of 50. My dad ditched my mom when I was a baby, so fuck him. I switched to working from home 6 months into my pregnancy and was even promoted a few months after I gave birth. Having a marketable, pun intended, degree is a great investment, kids. My son is now 6 years old and the happiest little boy I know. He has a mother and a grandmother who love him to pieces and can give him a good life. When COVID hit and his school went remote, my mom was able to make sure he kept up with his learning. Support systems are so important, everyone. Sometimes you shouldn't be afraid to take the road less traveled. I'm over 30 and haven't met any guy that I want to date, much less settle down with. But I have a son who I'll love forever and who will forever love me. I'm even thinking of going back to that country to give him a sibling. Everyone still thinks that I got knocked up by accident, a youthful mistake while on vacation type of deal. Only I know the truth. My son is not some unfortunate mistake. He's a deliberate miracle. So many of my female friends are hitting their 30s and scrambling to find a guy and or get pregnant, but I've been coasting along happy as a clam.
What was her question?